Man learns karate, like the story commences. Craig got jumped one night. Three wee guys jumped him. He's like, luckily managed to not get his fucking, he'd kicked him, brain damage or stabbed. He's got battered. He's like, right, I need self-defense. Do you know what I'm going to learn? I'm going to learn fucking, I need to get karate lessons. And his wife went like that, you on about karate? He's like, what's, karate? Like, nobody does get, do that fighting that it's got on the internet? And he said to her, what are you on about? The the one that they smash your faces in that cage thing. What, UFC? No, I don't want to do all that. No, I want karate. That's the kind of, you kind of learn how to like knock people's horns away and like sort of like put your like Bruce Lee. She said that's something that you watched when you were wee. Nobody actually does that. That doesn't actually do it. And karate's stupid. He said karate's no stupid. It's not just about the fighting. It's about the discipline and the mental. It's like to do with the focus and things like that. I'm going to go to karate lessons. So he went to karate lessons, and he was like, everybody in karate, it was like fucking Wayne's. And one or two other sad bastards that were a bit older, but the one they cunt was as old as him. He's like, oh, fucking hell. He went to the guy, said, I'm sorry, I think I'm in the wrong one. We've got karate or he said it's karate. Oh, sorry. I'm in the wrong karate. I'm looking for the adults one. Oh, this is just for everyone. Right. Have you got an adults one? I said, this is just for everyone. And Craig said, all right, no bother. So what I just meant there was, I didn't know if you were saying this is the everyone one, right? Like mixed ages and things. And then you've got an adults only one, and you've got a children's only one, but this is the everything one. I didn't know if you're saying, all I do is everything, the everything one. All there is the everything one. Do you get what I'm saying? And the guy said, you've lost me. I'm just trying to get organised for the start of the class. Are you in or you out? He went, aye, I'm in. I've just, explained. Just find her. Right. Okay, guys. Okay, so we've got some newcomers. Okay, to everyone who's new, just do what everyone else is doing. But basically go through the same thing and each one. That's part of the whole thing. Discipline, practice, repetition. Okay, so just start with. And it's like this. Right? So it's to start with. And then they were doing things like, huh, 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 huh. And the guy was walking about like that. I went like that to Craig, just louder, really let it out, like, huh, like louder. Craig was like, huh, huh, just like really, huh, huh. Some people were turning, kind of looking at him. He's like, huh, huh, huh. Did that for a while, and then kind of kick, like that. And okay, so just going to pair you into thingy. So he's paired up with some wee fucking 14-year-old, just that. I don't know, should I be maybe with an adult? No, it's okay. No, we're not doing any strength. No one's going to hurt anyone, right? Sweet specky guy like that. Right. And then it was like Craig's turn to do the sort of punching thing. And this wee 14-year-old's wee arm, wee skinny wee arm like that. Doing that to Craig like this. Doing that about fucking 20 times. Okay, guys, so just pack away stuff, put the mats back, because there's a bit with mats, so doing a wee thing, trying a wee thing, throwing some shit like that. Don't know if it was a mixed thing. That was it. Craig said to the guy, hi, and the guy actually went like that, like a kind of wee laugh. Craig went, what was it? What is it? What can I do? No, what was that there? Listen, the guy said, I'm actually in a hurry. Craig said, he's ready to go like that. Why are you talking to me like a fucking weirdo? But he just left it and just went, is that? I wasn't, it didn't seem to be doing any kind of fighting there, any learning any fighting. I thought karate, what is it you call it? Karate. I always called it karate. That's like calling a Hyundai a Hyundai. And Craig said, right, well, why was I told that it was karate? Western shite, stuff in the telly, stuff that just stuck, lot of shite. And Craig said, like, you know how you just swore at me? The guy said, well, I'm not really sorry, I do apologise, but I have to be good. No, I'm not offended. That's something I'm looking for, the kind of adults, you know. I just don't seem to be doing any fighting. Well, I'll tell you what it is, mate. I got fucking jumped recently. And Craig went, are you the guy that I saw? Did I see you, like, in an article? Oh, aye. It was 3 wee guys, wasn't it? It was, but they were, like, and the instructor guy went, you don't have to, explain yourself to me. I know all it takes is 3 of these wee bastards to be on your case. And I don't know, maybe they were training karate or something, so I thought maybe I would come. No, the instructor said you don't have to, like, say that they were trained in anything. 3 wee guys when they training. One behind, one there. They could fucking get the better of me even. So what's your point? I got jumped and I was wanting to come and learn a fight because I'm fucking traumatized, to be honest with you, and I don't really feel that I'm learning anything. And the guy says, listen, karate. Craig went, you just said karate. I had said it because you said it. I'll just say it because you're saying karate. Karate is about discipline and breathing and focus, and it's not necessarily about being able to punch somebody's lights out. And Craig said, well, what is this then? And the guy says, listen, sometimes the best way, in fact, most times the best way to deal with a fight is to not fight. And Craig said, well, like that art of fighting without fighting. Well, I wouldn't call it that, but Craig said, you get the reference though? And the guy went, art fighting without fighting, right, like running away. No, Enter the Dragon. Is that Bruce Lee? I've not actually seen any Bruce Lee. You've not seen any Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee's an actor. He's not, like, martial arts expert. Fucking what? Craig said, what? He's an actor, but he knew, he's fucking knew his stuff. He's mainly an actor. Chuck Norris was an actual fighter, the guy said. Chuck Norris was, and Craig said, well, he goes like that. There's this guy noising people up on the boat, bullying them and all that. And Bruce Lee's character goes like that, here, come and I'll teach you the art of fighting without fighting. And he says, "More, I'll teach you in that wee boat." It's like a wee boat that's trailing at the back of the kind of main ship. And he says, like, "Well, let's get on that and we'll go to that island there, and I'll teach you." And the instructor went, "What you on about? Why is he taking them out an island? Where are they going in the boat? How are they going to catch up with the boat if they go to this wee island to teach him that?" I know it doesn't make sense, but listen. But that doesn't make sense. I know, but listen. And the guy gets in the wee boat, and Bruce Lee tricks him and actually loosens the rope and just sort of like leaves him sort of like behind. Here, I'll show you. Hold on, I'll get the video up for you. The guy went, "I've got to go." No, I'll show you. I'll show you. Here it is here. Look.
What's your style?
My style?
I remember that. People would impersonate him. What's your style? Him?
What's your style?
That's right.
My style? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The instructor said, "Why does Bruce Lee sound like he's in a room?"
Call it the art of fighting without fighting.
Even though they're no, like, why can I hear kind of echoey thing? Because it'd be recorded in a sort of like a booth later on.
The art of fighting without fighting? Show me some of it.
An instructor said, "Listen, I really need to be going." And Craig said, "It's only 1 minute fucking left." The guy said, "No, it's no. I can see it's 2 minutes and 12. You
Where else?
That island. On a beach. We can take this boat.
The instructor said, "I don't get it. So what's he doing?" But he's sort of like picking on people, and Bruce Lee says, "Let's go to that beach and I'll teach you that to fight with it fine." And but why would he? Are they not gone somewhere though? Why would he get off the boat? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, look, they're on a powered boat. It's anchored. Oh, it's no.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hey, are you crazy?
Yes, he's drowning. And the instructor said, "So is he going to drown? Because look. I mean, it looks like the boat's sinking." The instructor said, "I don't say, so what is it you're saying?" Craig said, I can't remember what my point was." And the instructor went, "Oh, here, fuck, you all right? It's a hanky." Craig went, "What are you on about?" "What? What is it? Blood coming out his nose." And the instructor went, did you get punched? Did somebody hit you?" Craig went, "No." And the guy went, "You're right." Craig went, "I'm no sure what I'm doing here. What was it we were talking about? And like, blood?" Craig went, "Ah, put the bog roll away," and fucking blood. Fucking scum, right, man. The guy went, I'm gonna get you help." Aye. What's this? Like, he didn't started taking off the karate top lap. And they phoned an ambulance, and then Craig collapsed. And he woke up in the hospital. And they went, okay. Craig went like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And they said, "Okay, He's awake. He's awake. He said, so we've done a scan, and basically what's happened is first of all, do you know your name, Craig, and do you know your address, Glasgow? Do you know where? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. What's happened is you sustained some brain damage during the fight you were in. Remember the three youths that attacked you? When? You don't remember? I do remember, but has there been another lot? No, that the same lot, and we didn't detect it, but you were brain damaged, and it also caused a lesion on your brain. And Craig went, "What is a lesion anyway? I heard about that, but I don't know what the fuck it is." And they said it's pretty bad, but anyway, it burst, and blood came out your nose. Craig went, right. And do you remember going to karate? Craig went, so what we've had to do is we've tried to operate on your brain, but there was a bit of a problem. Craig went, right, and went to scratch his head just like I did there, and couldn't he? Craig went, right, just, I need to ask you a question. My head was itching and I went to scratch it and I wasn't able to do it. Could you tell me slowly and sympathetically what I'm going to see when I look down under these covers? And they said, right, so as we said, there was a bit of a mix-up. You know how some people go in for an operation on their fingers or something, and they get put under and they wake up and like one of their toes being removed instead? Yep. Well, imagine that's because somebody was in for a toe operation and it somehow got mixed up with somebody who was in for a finger operation, right? Well, imagine, if you will, that somebody was in for a brain operation. Like you, like me. And there was a mix-up. But instead of being one mix-up, there were lots of mix-ups. And instead of just the brain for somebody's like fingers, it was like multiple to one, if you know what I mean. Craig said, I don't know what you mean. Can you maybe speak in plain English? Basically, well, I suppose it is maybe best you take a look. You're a visual sort of person. Do you like to kind of see things rather than have all these abstract kind of stats in your head and things like that? Craig said, pull the covers back and let me see what's wrong with me. Okay, that is probably best. And they pulled the cover back and there was nothing there. Craig went, could you pull the cover back until I can see what's there? And they said, well, here's the funny thing. You got mixed up with somebody who had to have their arm removed, the left arm. And you got also mixed up with somebody who had to have their right arm removed. And you got mixed up with somebody who had to have the left leg, the right leg. And then there was another person with a heart thing and a stomach thing and a thingy replacement and all these sorts of things. So basically, all you all knew is a head. And Craig said, that can't be right because I can feel myself turn my head. I mean, what am I turning my head? Like, against you need muscles for that. He said, no, we've attached you to a bit of wood. And he looked down and he saw there's just a block of wood that they kind of stitched them onto just so that you had a bit of leverage. You know, you had a bit of something to turn against. He said, how am I breathing? And they were like, oh, that there. Machines. Whole fucking room full of machines. How do I shite? All these plastic tubes. Your body is basically this room now. Cables everywhere. Wires. Electricity. Had one of the things, you know, the two things that go up and it's like I can connect electricity like one of them. What's that then? Don't get it wrong. Tesla coil. Aye, well, no, it sort of goes up. There's, oh, you can't see that. There's like, Craig went, you're taking too long to look this up. Why are you looking up anyway when it's right in front of me? And I'm having to explain to somebody on the internet what the room's like. No. It's like in Frankenstein. It's like there's two things, and the things like going up in the middle. Jacob's ladder. Electricity. Jacob's ladder. That's the one. That's the one. There was one of them. How to make it? Aye. 7,500 volts. I'm up for that, yeah.
How a small one like this can be made simply, cheaply, and safely. Demonstrate both how they work and how a small one like this can be made
There you go.
cheaply and safely.
Safely. Things like that dotted about. And Craig was like, right, I think I would like to die. How would I go about that? And it was like a nurse there, nurse went like, I don't think the doctor would be happy about that. And this doctor came in, just happened to come in at that time, round specs, zany hair, and looked at Craig and went like, it's alive! I had to get fucking restrained. And Craig went, right, I think I'm done here. I think that's me. I think I'm done. How would I go about entering the end of life stage of my life? And in walked that karate instructor. And said, how's it going, Craig? You okay? And Craig went, who are you? That's right, you don't remember. You were at karate lessons before you collapsed. I was outside there. I overheard you want to die. And Craig went, yep. And he said, well, you've got two options. One is, well, three options. You wait until you die of natural causes, which probably won't happen because, you know, you're being kept alive over this. You probably live to about 300. The second is we just switch off all the machines. I think that's a bit too mechanical. The third option, this is what I can offer you today. But this is a one-off offer and I'm out here. You say no, I'm out here and you'll never see me again. And Craig said, what is it? I punch you like, give a karate punch like that, See that? It's called a dragon punch. It's the most powerful punch there is. Know that? That's the most powerful punch there is. 1 inch punch. Craig, what you going to do? Guy said, well, basically, imagine that's your head there, right? Imagine that's your head there, right? See if you're 1 inch away. It's about that. A punch for that, just that, and I'll fucking kill you. Craig went, do you promise to switch me off? Aye, I've seen it done. Who have you seen it done? I've seen Bruce Lee do it. He didn't kill anybody, but I know how to do it. Let's see. Can you just pull that up for me? And the karate guy went like that. Look at me, I'm showing you stuff just like you were showing me stuff. Right. Look at that. Have you ever seen it? And the guy said, I thought Bruce Lee was just an actor, but you can clearly see here.
Welcome to...
And the guy said, no, I've become a Bruce Lee convert. I can't believe I'd not watched this fucking stuff. I just kind of rejected it as being fake. So what I can do is I can do this for you. And Craig went, let's see that again. And he watched it again. He went, that's shite. That's shite. I just pushed the guy. Just pushed the guy. That's all that was. You started with that and then gone to that. That's like practically, imagine you're like that distance away from somebody like that. And then go like this. Just push them. It's nothing. The karate guy said, you're the guy who introduced me to Bruce Lee. I thought you'd be more appreciative. And Craig said, right, so what is it you're going to do? So I'm going to fucking do that punch and I'll finish you off with 1 punch. It'll be like a bullet to the head. No more pain. And Craig said, right, just go on with it then. And the guy said, right, you just might want to leave so you don't get sacked. So they all left. And the guy went like that. I'm going to count down, right? 3, 2, and then did it, you know, as a kind of surprise, just so that to catch him unawares, just thought it might help. He just fucking punched him. Nothing happened. He just punched him. Craig was like, I'm sorry. Why you didn't even fucking count down to 0? I know. I thought if I did it, you know, like it'd be less stressful for you. Like, do it right. Get him back in position. That went on, did about 30 attempts. Missed a few times and hit him right in the nose. Black eye. Craig said, going to get them to come in and OD me on morphine. Or fentanyl, whatever the fuck it is. And they came in and they went, listen, we're actually out of fentanyl. Somebody stole it. What we can do is launch you out the window. I did that then, just launch me out the window. So they chucked his head, chucked him out the window. Unfortunately, they were out on the ground floor. So he just sort of sat outside and a rat came up to him and ate his eyeballs. The end. That's a true story. Do you want to know how I know? Cast your mind back to the mad doctor, scientist one that came in. That was me.